Coming up on Mountain News at 11, the latest from tonight's heated London City Council meeting.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News at 11.
Good evening, I'm Caroline Mueller. Tonight, community members in Laurel County sat through yet another heated London City Council meeting. Madison Carmouche was there and explains the unfinished outcome.
We have adjourned the meeting. The chair has the ability to adjourn. We have adjourned. That is KRS 2.
Monday's regularly scheduled London City Council meeting ended in Mayor Randall Weddle adjourning the meeting and swiftly walking out of the building. At the beginning of the meeting, Councilman Anthony Ortega moved to amend the agenda. This meeting's amended agenda included:
This is the intention of the London City Council to present Mayor Randall Weddle notice of charges to be considered at a public hearing where the London City Council will consider his removal from office pursuant to KRS 83A-0409.
The council informed Mayor Weddle of the 14 counts charging him with misconduct that would be presented at a public hearing. A 5-1 council vote followed, but now there are questions on if it passed.
My name is TJ Roberts. I've been retained by the City Council to assist Conrad on this matter. So KRS 83A.
Attorney TJ Roberts was retained by the City Council to assist Attorney Conrad Cessna in representing the council.
It passed. It requires unanimity to convict Mayor Weddle of any of these counts, but in terms of the resolution, it requires a simple majority.
But on the other side of the doors were people still holding out hope for justice for Doug Harless, who was shot and killed by London police officers at his Laurel County home nearly 8 months ago.
The problem is that there's two things going on in this town now. There's us fighting for justice for Doug, but there's also a lot of other corrupt, bad things that are getting brought up, and those have to be addressed as well. And I'm all for those getting addressed. I just wish that Doug Harless would also get addressed.
The city attorney, Larry Bryson, recommended the city council's lawyers continue to discuss before making a final determination if the motion for the removal hearing can pass with just a 5-1 majority. In London, Madison Carmouche, WYMT Mountain News.
We reached out to Mayor Weddle for a statement. He said he would share a comment, but we have not yet received it. Police in Floyd County say they are investigating a shooting incident from late Friday night. Prestonsburg police say 4 people came forward. Each had their car shot on US 23 North near Bull Creek Trade Center. Police believe it is isolated and call it a poor attempt at a scare tactic prank. Police expect an arrest in the coming days. Prestonsburg police say there is no danger to the public, but they have increased patrols in the area. A Monticello man is in jail after allegedly exposing himself in front of children. Police arrested 69-year-old James Wilson at the Windy Hill Apartments. Wilson was taken into custody and charged with indecent exposure and disorderly conduct. He's being held at the Wayne County Detention Center.
Highs today were in the upper 70s and low 80s. Right now we're at 70 in Whitley City. That's in McCreary County. Feels like temperature is 70 as well. Live pinpoint Doppler radar showing some rain pushing through our Virginia counties. A little bit over towards the extreme central and southern Pike County, but that's it for now. Rain chances will continue as we go throughout the overnight hours into the morning hours of your Tuesday. Right now, temperatures are in the 60s and 70s, 73 in Somerset, 73 in London, Hazards at 68, 70 in Jackson, 73 is the temperature in Prestonsburg. Now you factor in that dew point. Notice the temperature and that dew point in some places very close together, and what that means, some places seeing a little bit of patchy fog. Look at the patchy fog and Hazard, just less than a mile in terms of visibility, 9 mile in Manchester, 10 from Prestonsburg down to Wise. As we help you plan your Tuesday, we'll see highs in the upper 70s and low 80s. Clouds and rain chances will pick up as we go throughout the afternoon and evening hours. How long will the rain chances last? I'll have that answer in the first alert forecast coming up in a few minutes. Caroline.
All right, Eric, thank you. One of the largest buildings damaged in May's tornado in southern Kentucky was the South Kentucky RECC headquarters in Somerset. Security camera video showed the twister flipping a truck outside and tearing apart the main building. A dispatcher was inside at the time and survived thanks to a storm-resistant room built with steel and reinforced walls and a concrete roof. The rest of the structure was destroyed. Now officials say they're working to rebuild on the same site, a process that could take years.
I looked out that door and I could see the wiring and the wood and everything else flying by the door out down the hallway.
The new dispatch room will be reinforced as well, designed to keep employees safe even in extreme weather. A record set by a fertility clinic in Knoxville. Last week, a baby was born from an embryo that had been frozen for more than 30 years. The frozen embryo was shipped from Oregon to Rejoice Fertility in Knoxville. That's where Lindsay and Tim Pierce, an Ohio couple, go to see Dr. John Gordon. Dr. Gordon says the transfer marks the longest frozen embryo to result in a live birth. It was frozen for more than 11,000 days. The Pierce family welcomed their son to the world last Saturday. The U.S. government will soon stop sending out paper checks for federal payments. That includes to Social Security beneficiaries. It is part of an effort to fully modernize federal benefits payments, save money, and fight financial fraud. More than 500,000 recipients, less than 1%, need to choose another way to receive their Social Security benefits. It starts on September 30th. If you still need to receive a paper check, you can request a waiver. You can apply for a waiver at the website godirect.org. As students throughout the region head back to school, local law enforcement are urging drivers to be safe and alert on the roads, especially around school zones and buses. Local sheriffs say it's important to slow down on the roadways as one mistake can cost a child's life. According to Kentucky state law, drivers must stop for a school bus when the stop arm is extended, no matter what side of the road you are on, unless it is a divided highway.
We urge people that we have zero tolerance. If the bus drivers are really good to get us license plate numbers of the people that does this, and we will look your license plate up and we'll pay you a visit and issue a summons, or if we see you doing it, we'll cite you, or maybe in more severe cases arrest you for doing these things. We take it very serious.
Sheriff Ingalls says it is also a good idea to have a conversation with your children about looking both ways before crossing the street and to be alert at all times. A Pike County salon spent the day giving back to the community, cutting hair and cutting down on the back-to-school costs for families. Hair Loft in Pikeville opened its salon for a Pay What You Can promotion, inviting students to get fresh cuts and taking whatever payment amount their families could afford. Stylists say they had some folks who were unable to pay anything, but they were happy to offer their services for free, making sure students feel confident heading into a new school year.
I just feel like, especially in the area that we live in, we all kind of need to lean on each other because you never know what people are going through. And, this is our home.
Stylist cut hair for 40 students today, saying it was a blessing to give back. Coming up on Mountain News at 11, with the continued rise of artificial intelligence, could your job be at risk? What experts say about the future of AI.
And in the world of weather, we keep the rain chances in the forecast, but will we get a break anytime soon? Details coming up.